Right.
How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are wondering why we have the same shirts, we're just recording another video same day, same time. So yeah, we are doing a video on the
He
top
said he didn't
five
care what
anime.
people think, but then he decided to preface the beginning of the video with, "Oh,
I
it's
said I
still the
don't
same
care to
video."
change my shirt.
The same.
This man was like, "Let's
Uh,
change our shirt so people think it's a different day." I'm just
you
like,
know,
"No, that's a lot of
the
work."
illusion that it's a different
The
day.
illusion that it's a different day. It's fine. We literally stopped recording the other video like less than a minute
They
ago.
don't need to know all this. You have to maintain.
Man, it's
You're ruining the
it's BTS,
magic
bro.
and giving them the look behind now.
It's BTS, bro.
That's for
So,
that's for the Patreon. BTS.
so we are doing another top five list here. Top five anime from our childhoods. So again, we're gonna kind of follow the same format. We're gonna give an honorable mention, and then we're gonna go into our top five. So yeah, go ahead and start us off.
Starting us off, my honorable mention is El Pokemon. Only reason it didn't make the
Pokemon.
list is because I didn't want to have two of the same type of things on my list.
That was very
Um,
basic as a child. You're gonna see that when you when you hear my list.
yeah, like I just didn't want that. So Pokemon was fun. I enjoyed the games somewhat, and that was like my first real
Somewhat.
introduction into like anime as a child was Pokemon's.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same in terms of like introduction to anime. I never considered it anime until I was like, oh, it actually does originate from Japan. I always just thought it was a cartoon. Um, but yeah, my honorable mention is Mobile Suit Gundam Wing.
Gundam.
It's just kind of, I was a kid. I was like, oh, robots, flying robots. As you know, I haven't really rewatched it, so I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember kind of just sitting there being amazed at what was going on to the screen. I was very impressionable as a child. So, yeah, uh, you know, going forward, number five. Go ahead.
Numero cinco is like I said, another card game. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh. The only reason it actually makes my list is because I enjoyed Yu-Gi-Oh way more than I did Pokemon in terms of the actual game. Like I had the Game Boy Advance games when I was a kid, and the Game Boy games when I was
Oh,
little too.
those games were so fun.
Exactly, I had the cheat book too, so I was putting all the cards that I wanted. And then also like just dueling in elementary school. I remember that was a big thing. Having
Yeah,
your
yeah.
deck ready, and I would steal people's cards. But
There were
pretty sure
definitely
the statute
two
of limitations is
kind
up
of.
on that.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get an email from somebody. Hey,
Remember
you're the
back in
one that
third
stole my
grade?
my red eyes. Yeah, for me, both of those again they fall into kind of like the same ish territory in the sense of I watched both at the same time. There are definitely two groups of people kind of growing up: people who collected Pokemon cards and people who collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was obviously cool, so I collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
Obviously.
and yeah,
Only
I
nerds
just I.
collected Pokemon cards. Nerds.
I mean, for a brief moment, I did collect Pokemon cards too, but that's
Fucking
another.
nerd!
Yeah, hey, I am a nerd. I own it. So yeah, for me, number five. Again, I put this lower on the list because this was something I watched as a kid, and not something that I've followed up on. There are other animes here that I've either rewatched or I've kind of just revisited just to see if it holds up. A lot of them do, some don't. But yeah, Trigun, which it I don't know what it was about this anime. I never understood the plot of it. It wasn't something that I like followed religiously, but I just thought it was always so cool. The protagonist looked really cool with his like red leather jacket. I just it There was something about it that always drew me to it. And I remember kind of like whenever I'd visit my older cousins, they would always be watching that, and I just have fond memories of it. Not necessarily of watching it. Again, I don't remember much, but it's definitely something I remember more than Gundam Wing. Gundam, I just remember, hey, robots.
Makes sense. So moving on to numero quattro for me is Inuyasha. Uh, I watched it a lot as a kid.
What did you call me?
I said Inuyasha.
What's that?
Anyways, but yeah, it's one of those like I remember just those Adult Swim anime block that they had. That was
Really?
synonymous with summertime with me. Just watching that and eating Chips Ahoy cookies at night. Those are my two favorite things in
Chips
life.
Ahoy cookies at night and Inuyasha on Adult Swim.
Exactly.
Seems legit.
Good times.
Yeah, number 4 for me, Digimon. Again,
Digital
I have a lot on this list that are very similar. Digimon is the one that kind of fell off for me. I have started rewatching it, so if we were to come back to this list, months from now, it'd probably be higher up. But yeah, Digimon. I collected the toys. I collected, you know, um, I would watch it with my cousins in California, and again, it was kind
California.
of one of those memories. California. It was one of those memories that I had that was just kind of like it just left more of an impression than Trigon did.
Makes I feels you. I feels you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for me, number three is another Adult Swim. Saturday night eating Chips Ahoy's or summertime eating Chips Ahoy classic is Case
The
Closed,
classic one.
aka Detective Conan. Uh,
Detective Conan.
I watched this a bunch as a kid. I never understood much. I just knew he was a man in a kid's body, and that was enough for me. Uh, I ate a lot of Chips Ahoy's, and I watched this. Yeah,
So most of your memories from watching anime in your childhood are synonymous with Adult
yeah, like
Swim and Chips Ahoy.
cause it was like late night. Because I didn't really watch a lot of Toonami, and when I did, it was for my number one and number two. Wasn't really for that. Even though I think my number one might have been on Adult Swim too, but it's not here nor there. But so like it's just like I watched a lot of anime on the weekends, and it just happened to be Adult Swim was they had their little anime block, and I would watch whatever they had. And a lot of them were very adult and sexual. Um, but
Great for kids.
great for kids. Maybe my
Yeah.
parents shouldn't have let me watch it, but I don't think they knew
But
what
you
it
turned out
was.
somewhat okay.
Exactly. They're like, oh, it's just cartoons. I
Yeah,
don't think they know.
nothing real.
But yeah,
Yeah, for me, number 3, Pokemon. I played the games, love the actual Pokemon. The actual anime, I kind of fell off. I want to say I remember still watching into the the third generation, and then it kind of just fell off from there. I'm talking like Sapphire and Ruby. Um, what is it? Advanced Battle, I think it's what it's called in the anime.
say
Yeah, it kind of fell off for me, but I did watch a lot of it growing up,
it was like
and
Pokemon. It was just too many seasons. I mean, it was like
too
Power
many.
Rangers.
It's
Just too
still
many
called.
things.
Yeah, every time they switched it up to a new generation, I got less and less interested. What kept me engaged and something that I've watched a lot, I think watched a lot more Pokemon movies than I have any other anime movies. Yeah, I mean, the movies are also what kind of kept me watching as well. Like,
Yeah,
kept me interested in the new generations until it got to like, I think the last one I like actually watched was like Destiny Deoxys or something like that.
I have no idea what that one is.
Well, it has Deoxys and Jirachi.
I don't even know if I know what a Deoxys is or a Jirachi.
Um,
Jirachi sounds like a
you've
sumo wrestler.
I'm pretty sure you've replayed the games like literally a month or two ago. I know you know
Yeah,
what they
but I
are.
don't remember who they are.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's my number 3 Pokemon.
Jirachi sounds familiar though. Well, like I said, he does sound like a sumo wrestler.
Wishmaker.
Okay. No, there's anything wrong with that. My number two is Dragon Ball Z. It is, I'm pretty sure, the anime that made every child fall in love with anime during that time.
Oh yeah,
If you weren't watching Dragon Ball Z, you got Wedgies, a lot of them, and I mean,
all of them.
it was, it was, it was just a great series, a lot of fun. But like I said, watching it as an adult now, because this is why we decided to do this
I
list, because
was
we've
gonna
both
go
been
into
watching a
this.
lot of
Yeah,
anime during this quarantine. But like,
yeah.
it doesn't really hold up, and there's a lot of episodes that just make you pull your hair, and you're like, why did I watch this? But uh,
Yeah.
other than that, it was
For me,
fond memories, fond moments.
my number two is Yu-Gi-Oh. Again, I was a bigger Yu-Gi-Oh fan than I was a Pokemon fan and a Digimon fan. I loved the characters. I thought Yugi was just Yami Yugi to be
Yami Yugi,
specific
yeah.
was just the coolest
Yami Yugi was a
character.
bad bitch.
He was
He was wearing
just
chokers
so cool.
before Shorty started wearing chokers again.
And I actually recently found out because I rewatched a bit of it, but kind of in Japanese, the original Yu-Gi-Oh. When they dubbed it and brought it to America, that the Shadow Realm is actually something that was created only for the English dub, because the Japanese version, the original version, is so much more dark because it's literally death. So anytime you watch Yu-Gi-Oh
That would be a
and they
Shadow Realm.
talked about sending you to the Shadow Realm, it was literally talking about killing you
And they
in
died.
the original anime. So I always thought it was really cool, and I think for me a lot of those Yu-Gi-Oh characters are a little more iconic than Pokemon characters. I think it's just because it just gets played out a little bit too much on Pokemon. Like it's still there.
You're not wrong.
Like the new season for the new series just dropped on Netflix, and I watched it. For Pokemon, I mean, and I enjoyed it, but it just doesn't have that same magic for me that Yu-Gi-Oh still has.
I feels you. I feels you. And then for me, my number one, drum roll please,
Yeah, yeah.
is the greatest, the best, the original green outfit wearing person. Yu Yu
Gon is
Hakusho.
better.
Who?
I said Gon is better.
Maybe by the same creator, but Yusuke would wash Gon in seconds. Like it wouldn't even
Gon
come
would be
close.
like rock paper scissors rock.
Exactly. He would spirit gun the shit out of Gon, and Gon would explode. And he would beat the shit out of Midoriya too. Anyways, wanna for all this
Speaking of,
dick,
we'll, we'll
but
we'll we'll do that later.
yeah, this was just like, to me, it was just, and for like a kid that has ADD, all you want to see is fighting. You don't want to see 20 episodes of dialogue, and then maybe they'll fight for a second, but then they're gonna stop to talk about life and for another 20, 30 minutes. You wanted to see
Dragon Ball.
hands. And Yu Yu Hakusho was about hands. If they told you they were gonna fight that episode, somebody's getting fucked up that episode. Like, granted, the first three episodes of him, coming back to life, because spoiler alert, first episode he dies. But
Whoa!
it's, I mean, he's a spirit detective. How the fuck do you think he became a spirit detective?
I don't know. Maybe he made a pact with the devil. I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
man, like spirit guns, man. I remember trying to do a spirit gun. I couldn't do
That's
it,
in
but
Dragon
like,
Ball.
spirit gun is not in Dragon Ball. Spirit gun is in Yu Yu Hakusho. Anyways, I remember trying to do a spirit gun as a child, going like that. Spirit gun, which is apparently what cops think unarmed black people can do, but they can't do that.
Oh
Yeah, Yu
man.
Yu Hakusho takes the top spot for
Yeah.
LMAO.
For me, it's pretty basic again. Dragon Ball Z for me. Again, it was always the talk. It was always something that whenever I heard classmates or anything talking about anime, it would always be Dragon Ball Z. It'd always be
Dragon
like,
Ball Z.
you know, either the new game dropped, Budokai 3, Budokai
The
Tenkaichi,
Budokais.
whatever. And again, all the games kind of follow the same
That was
story.
my
It's
first
just
PlayStation
literally.
2 game. Was Budokai 1.
I don't remember my first one, but I do know the game that I played the most was Budokai 3. Um, but yeah, I actually have it still. Yeah, for me, again, same problem. Rewatching it now is just it's a hassle.
Facts.
But I mean, there's still some episodes when it comes to the fillers that just it I just love for no reason. Like Goku getting his license, I think is a
It's
standout episode.
the only good filler episode.
What? Great save, man.
Don't even talk about the great that
Gohan
that
going to
whole
high
thing could go
school?
away.
What?
No.
Gohan trying to play baseball for the first time?
No. No.
I absolutely love
So
it. What? Those are the greatest
That whole
episodes.
Majin Buu arc went on far too long.
Oh my god, when it was like, and then the dog dies, and then making chocolates. Yeah. It's definitely not something easy to watch now, but it still holds up in terms of the actual like battle sequences if you kind of like watch the right episodes, not necessarily all the episodes. Yeah, it's just it's definitely that was definitely the one that's left the biggest impression in terms of anime in my childhood. So yeah, that's our list.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy on my end. It's very basic on my end.
Facts.
You watched a little more anime kind of in your childhood, which is crazy because it's kind of the opposite now. I watch too much anime while you don't really watch that much.
I just watched the
You
good
rewatch
ones, you know.
you rewatch a lot of
rewatch the great ones.
your favorites, and especially Yu Yu Hakusho. You've been talking about Yu Yu Hakusho, I swear, for the last
I've watched Yu
year.
Yu Hakusho
Non-show.
several times from beginning.
In the last year.
Because I forgot how good it was. Like, it's just so good, and it just like it's funny too. Like, a lot of anime is corny and just not funny. But this actually makes me laugh. I'm like, haha, that's a funny joke, Yusuke. Haha, that's funny, cool, Para. And Hiei is just like the dopest of all time. He's right up there with Vegeta in terms of like the best anime character of all time.
Best anime character that can never win a fight and needs to rely on the main protagonist to
I
win
mean,
the
I
fight.
can name several fights that Vegeta has won, so what are you talking about?
I will say that one of the greatest moments in Dragon
And he
Ball
beat
Z
the
is
shit out of
Majin
Goku
Vegeta.
twice.
Okay. That's going into a whole different topic. We do have that set up at some point in the near future
Goku
as a
twice.
debate.
And right now in the
So-
manga, he surpassed Goku as well.
I need to catch up on the manga. Speaking of manga, have you read the last chapter of My Hero?
No. I didn't even know there
It
was
literally
no-
came out.
Wait, didn't I just
It came
read
out. No, it came out yesterday.
What's today?
Today's Saturday. Yeah, it's
Does it
weird
come out? I
now.
thought
Like
it came out on Sundays.
it's weird. It came out yesterday, and then the next one comes out in like 8 days. Like it no. Like it comes out next Saturday, I think. Like it doesn't. It's not even on Sundays anymore. It's just way out of whack. But it's getting good. It's dragging so much, but it's getting good. The last like 7 issues combined can be like half of an episode.
Really
Like
good,
it's dragging, but it's really good. Yeah, that's our list.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I think we should also do a top 5 anime right now. What do you think?
Ain't no good animes out right now. Ain't nothing that's
No,
top
like
Yu Yu Hakusho.
in no, in terms of like our favorites all time.
all time.
Like
list.
now that an all time list for
we could do that. Yu Yu Hakusho probably still number one.
Well, it's just because you have bad taste.
I have great taste. Says the man who watches Food Wars, but that's not the end of that.
Food Wars is incredible, okay?
Food Wars is
And the
stupid.
fact that it got delayed because of coronavirus is a
It's a
tragedy.
blessing.
A tragedy.
Coronavirus
They
will
released
take away
2
him.
episodes. They released 2 episodes of the final season, and then they were like, "Hey, coronavirus, we're gonna postpone this."
Shout out to
For,
Corona
like,
for
2
getting rid of that
weeks.
show. Hopefully they go
And
bankrupt
now
they
it's not
cancel
coming back till July, which is right around the corner, but still, it's a tragedy.
it. It's a stupid show with a stupid premise.
You've never watched it. It's on
I
Netflix. The
did watch
first
it.
season just
I watched
went
a couple
up on
episodes with you,
Netflix.
and I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
You watched one
And
half of an episode.
It was bad. It So bad and so stupid.
Yeah,
Never again.
I'm sure.
Never
I'm
again.
sure.
But anyways, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe, please. That helps us out once again. Um, keep watching these videos. That also helps us out.
Yeah,
Send
tremendously.
us money. That also helps us out.
Yeah.
Buy us things. I'm gonna set up like an OnlyFans page, and you guys can subscribe to that as well. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing on it yet. A lot of tasteful sex stacks. Nothing too crazy. Artistic mostly. Like I do like black and white stuff. The cinematography.
That's artistic.
Is great. Yeah. I feel like every artsy like chick on like Instagram has like a black and white, like 6 pictures straight of black and white.
Yeah.
She's posing with her Trader Joe's shopping bag, and
that's a little out of our.
wearing a straw hat. I'd imagine. I don't know. Trying to think of hipster things that white girls would wear. Anyways, that's the video. Anything you want to say before we leave, Omar?
No, just like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for subscribing. We're planning to do a lot more in the future. Hopefully, pretty soon we're gonna start doing some videos, kind of like in person. Instead of doing this format that we've been doing. Obviously, we've been doing it like this because of
Coronavirus.
But now that things are kind of opening up here in New York City, we're hoping to be able to film some of these videos in person. So look forward to that.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And
So
a lot of video game stuff is going to be coming too, which should be fun. And yeah, stick around for some good stuff. Good time.
we got to figure out a good way to end these videos. And
Yeah,
we
like a
got to come up with
catchphrase.
like a script or something.
Like
Carlos, you a bitch.
that's just rude.
Nah, I think that's just a great
That's just
catchphrase.
rude from a person who's
No.
built like an Oompa Loompa. But
that was hurtful.
but bitches, you know what? Anyways, have a great day. Enjoy.
Ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Cut that out,
Yeah.
maybe. That's offensive.
Is
Women
it?
are strong, beautiful.
Well, not all women are bitches.
You just want to get canceled. First, all the stuff you said about black people. Now you're doing this.
What stuff have I
I
said
have
about
evidence
black
in
people?
several videos.
I think it's just you
Hashtag
reaching.
cancel Omar.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut
If
this
I
out.
ever get a
There's
hashtag cancel,
there's a thing in one video that taken out of context can probably get you in a lot of trouble.
Well, don't take it out of context.
It's
Don't,
in that Madden
don't.
video, and people can see that and take that out of context, and
Oh, I know exactly
it
what
wouldn't
you're
be good for you.
talking
I forgot to cut it out
about.
because I was like, so in the Madden video, for those of you who have seen it,
Well,
there's
no.
a third party person in there who's kind of like our engineer. He's gonna be in a lot of the future videos, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason, his audio wasn't coming through on the mic, so you couldn't hear him in the video. Blessing and a curse.
Yeah, I think it's more of a blessing.
He was saying some crazy stuff. So a lot of the times in the video you hear us talking to like nobody. It sounded like, but it was actually Christian, which he'll be on the channel soon. But yeah, he's probably gonna get us canceled at some point.
Yeah, if anybody gets us
Um,
canceled, it's Christian.
But yeah, I feel like this ending is dragged on for
It
like a
has.
Dragon Ball Z episode at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of just giving an update to the channel and whatnot.
But
Just
yeah,
plugging it into this video, but I think that's enough. All right,
Yeah.
bye.
Goodbye. We love you.